I'm really pleased that you are here because I want to help you take your situation analysis from a blank template to a completed project that will actually help you tackle your challenge, because it will help you see things that you do not currently see. It will help you understand what you know, what you do not know, and based on that, what are the possible next steps in tackling your challenge. So let's dive in. And here you'll see there's a request to add a title here to summarize in one sentence with an active verb what you found in your situation analysis. So I would urge you, to add as a preliminary title your question, but really only once you've completed the analysis will you be able to summarize what you found. Now, you don't include your name. Here you want to just write in your country of focus. Make sure not to use abbreviations or shortened versions of your country name. Your location. So in my case, Geneva, Switzerland, and I'm not going to fill in everything. So let's say I am a health officer or an immunization officer. My challenge is, we know there are 0-dose children in Geneva, but we do not know where they are, okay? And so obviously then the question that comes out of that would be, where are the 0-dose children in Geneva and how do we reach them, I would say is an important question. Now, you do need an immunization agenda 2030 key area of focus. So going to click here to download and select the list. This will open up your browser and download to your downloads. And then you go to the actual list, which you see here. If you're not familiar with Immunization Agenda 2030, do the best that you can. Obviously, you're going to be learning about IA 2030 as you go. But for example, here, what my challenge is likely to be about in Geneva is about disadvantaged populations. Now, in selecting your key area of focus, you may say, well, there are several key areas that I want to include. We ask that you only choose one, so you do need to prioritize. And then in some cases, you may not know whether the problem here, for example, to use my 0-dose children example, is acceptance and value of vaccination, that there's a community that are not vaccinating their children because they don't accept or value vaccination, or because they're a disadvantaged population. So you may have to make some initial choices. So for now, I'm going to select this SP and paste it in. So you can just copy and paste from Excel. It's one of the few times when I'll tell you that it's okay to copy and paste. Everything else in your situation analysis should be your original thinking. And then here, we want you to write out the question that you want to answer. So we know there are 0-dose children in Geneva, but we don't know where they are. This is where I go to the rubric. And you can actually skip the first 2 pages, which have to do with a cover note and some background information. Read them at some point, but where you want to go is here. A lot of the first criteria, even though it's under my situation, actually turns out to be information you put into the box. You can repeat this information in my situation. That will help the narrative flow. But really, what you want here is that you'll find the guidance on how to turn your challenge into a question. So you have several examples here. Please do not copy and paste these examples as the question you want to answer, but it can certainly help inspire you, help you think through what is the right question that you want to answer. So, because I don't know where they are, where are the 0-dose children in Geneva and how do I reach them? Okay? So that's actually 2 questions in a way, but again, what just knowing where they are, seems, if this were an academic or theoretical exercise, could be a good enough question. But I'm actually I want to reach those 0-dose children. So there's no point asking where they are if the situation analysis doesn't also help me figure out how to reach them. So that is how to fill in the box. What I want to say is that this is not a box filling exercise. This is about thinking through everything you know, everything you don't know, and not just describing what you know, but figuring out what it means with respect to your challenge. And again, as I've said, helping you see things that you do not currently see helping you to, you may think that the problem in relation to your challenge is one thing. But as you analyze, as you dig in, as you look for the root causes through your situation analysis, you're likely to find that the underlying causes are the ones you need to tackle, not the one you first identified. And that is invaluable, because if you tackle the symptom rather than the cause, you're unlikely to actually cure the ailment. And many of you who are doctors or work in the health professions will understand this distinction. That's why situation analysis matters, and that's why it's worth putting time into it. But again, I'm going to show you in the next videos really step by step how to fill in each section.